Previously on the starting lineup.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340, 1069 WCDT Winchester. Joe Abraham alongside Chewy. And in studio with us now, representing the Tim's. You got it there? The Tim's Ford Bass Classic. Jerry Freeman in studio with us. There he is.
Oh yeah, I woke up this morning.
I tell you what, those headphones give everybody trouble.
Yeah, I'm an old cunt. Yeah, I got it covered now.
There you go. Well, speaking of this thing, you've seen quite a few of these, probably, Jerry. How long has it been since you've been involved in this thing? I know you said that it started somewhere in the 70s.
Yeah.
Mid to early 70s.
Well, I know years ago, me and a couple other boys fished it. It's been going on 45 years.
Yeah.
It used to be the Coca-Cola Classic, and then we changed it, and about 14 years ago, and we named it Tim's Ford Bass Classic, which that's the fitting for the lake and the bass club.
Yeah.
And we've had real good success with it. The main success we've had is because of our sponsors.
Yep.
And people like you and helping us out on the radio and getting it out there. Like I told you last time, I left the parking lot, and about 30 minutes later, a boy from Kentucky called me. And said, man, I heard you on the radio, and I thought, well, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. But, hey, Josh.
Well, you got about 200 boats, give or take, depending on the year, in this thing, and it has grown spectacularly. It's a tradition. It really has become a tremendous tradition, and to me, it's one of those things that I mark my calendar by it. Like, I know where I'm at in the year by where the classic is, and you guys have done such a great job with it, putting it together.
Well, we we try our best to do it. I think the biggest success we've had this year, they put the ramp in, and the TWRA boys came down there, and a man named Michael Miller, he was the engineer.
Yeah.
And I asked him about it, and I told him about what we was going to do April the 4th, and him and the guys down there, and they did a super job. He said, we'll have it a week before that's in there. And they pushed a 60 by 40 in the water.
Yeah. So
you can basically put it in there all year long.
Yeah. And
the biggest obstacle that the club had was getting on the boats when the boats get in the water.
Okay.
Okay. So the TWRA, they was not going to put the walkouts in until April the 7th, because they have to dig a 8 by 8 by 8 foot deep hole,
right,
for concrete to stabilize those big walkouts. And so Martin Tyler, I called him. He builds boat houses, boat docks.
Okay.
And he brought one down yesterday.
Oh, tremendous.
So we're going to have, it's a 43-foot walkout with 2 boat slips, and you can pull in there and get your partner and back out and let the other boats in, and when we weigh you in, the same thing happens.
Okay.
So my hat's off to Mr. Tyler for doing that for us, and I am just so tickled to death about it.
Well, the ramp is certainly going to be a game changer for this tournament, but also for the lake. I mean, they're talking about bringing a lot more tournaments, and we've seen the rise of both high school tournaments in recent years as well as just in general. As far as the fishing community around Tim's Ford Lake, and there's a lot of folks that come in from out of town. There's a lot of people who just enjoy the beauty of the lake, or maybe they're not an angler. But, man, the secret is kind of out on this thing.
Yeah. Well, we've got Athens, Alabama. We've got 3 or 4 boats coming out of there. We've got probably 10 or 15 boats coming out of Alabama, maybe even 20.
Wow.
And we have one coming out of Oklahoma.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I know he's coming. So, and then we got Icon Bates out of Kentucky. He's coming. And we got a few out of staters. We got a bunch of anglers coming out of Nashville and Goodlettsville, Hendersonville, Murfreesboro. So,
well, and one of the things that we talk about the lake and the pressure from the fishing, but one of the things that's extremely important, and you guys do a really good job of it with the TWRA, is managing the fish population, making sure that they get back in the water. That to me is paramount, especially when you're talking about 200 boats.
well, down there at the hatchery, Mr. Nathan, he's bringing 2 trucks up.
Right.
And they'll hold about 250 to 300 fish in it, each one of them. So when one gets around 250, he'll take them and put them back around the lake. Once the fisherman weighs the fish, we give them to the game wardens or the people who work at TWRA, and then they take them and put them back in the lake. In the last several years, we have not had one fish to die.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And when you're talking about the number of fish,
Yeah.
that is tremendous. Now, this year, you guys are doing a little something different as far as the shirts are concerned as well, and we've talked about this. I know last time that you came on, we talked about it a little bit, but you guys, every year, along with it, you sell a commemorative shirt. I've got quite a few of these, Chewy, myself. And normally you put that circular, Tim's Ford logo on the front and all the things. But this year's shirt sounds tremendous. It's a little bit different, and it's to commemorate the 250-year anniversary of the country.
Yes, it's Josh Blake. He's the one that's doing it for us. And shut something in Somerset, Kentucky.
Okay.
And my little woman, she designed a logo. It's going to be 4 inches by 4 inches, and it's going to be in color. It's going to be in color. And it's going to have a fish coming out of the water through a flag to commend the 250-year anniversary of our nation. And it's going to be in color. That's the cool thing about it. If I had my phone, I could show you a picture of it. It's in the truck. I didn't want no phone calls while I was sitting here.
That's a good idea. I need to start leaving my phone in the truck.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts on this thing, and obviously you've got with 200 boats alone, you got things like registration, you got shirt designs, you got putting the prize bags together, which we haven't even talked about yet. I mean, how many volunteers go into this thing, and how early does preparation on an event like this start? How soon do you guys get working on next year?
I started probably in November.
Wow.
November, 1st of December. I usually start on that. It's like you got the bags, and this year's bags is probably going to be the best year we've had. Putting stuff in the bags. We're going to have 10. Well, we got Icon Baits, they're jigs. We have, we got a little deal where your hooks always get messed up in carpet. Well, we're going to have a little deal that snaps on them hooks that you can put on there without them getting snapped. You've seen them. But you just push them in.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have Mohawk baits. That's plastic. We're going to have backyard baits. We're going to have each fisherman's going to get a rod sock.
Yeah.
That's compliments of the club. And we're going to have from Budweiser, we've got towels and waters. And there's several other things going to be in it.
It's and you mentioned you started as early as November. This is a tournament that you've been putting on for years and years over at the club, so that even is a while out ahead of time if you think about it, because a lot of people they participate in the event, whether they be sponsors or whether they be volunteers or whatever, and they basically, once it gets done, they're like, yeah, sign me up for next year. But you're still having to start working on it that far in advance, 6, 7, 8 months in advance. You're already working on it, getting it ready for this next year. And to me, that's very telling, again, going back to the details, because no matter how many times you put an event on, and they do get easier year after year when it's the same type of event, but you're still getting out there and putting it together.
They don't get no easier.
No easier.
But it's a combination of a lot of things. You take what kind of stage you're going to have, what kind of walk-ups you're going to have on the stage. We got the stage coming in from Macmillan, Lawson Mill Construction's donating it, and then you have what are you going to do about crackers? We're going to have crackers in the bag that the club's giving. And then you got to order the bags. That comes from Miss Sarah Gillum from Gillum Marine. She is outstanding on helping us, and she's one of our big sponsors, like Phoenix and Tough Grass of Tennessee, Bill Darby. You got CFC, they're a big sponsor, and then we picked up Capital Waste Service out of Manchester. They're wide in the South. They're one of our big sponsors. But Phoenix and Gillum's has been with us since the first day that I've been involved in it.
Right.
And Al White, Al White, if you don't buy it, Al White, you ain't right. That's what they say on their commercial. But Baxter, he's been real good, and Bluegill and Ferris Lawn Care Service, they've been with us 2 or 3, 4 years. Mainly, all the people that's been involved in it in the last 6, 7 years has been with us.
Right.
Even the sponsors that, just a little bit here and a little bit there, but that's what counts. That's what adds up.
Yeah. Well, and we've talked about it before, is that they're the ones that make this thing possible. And if you haven't got a chance to pick up one of these flyers, we've actually got some here at the station. You can pop by and grab one. But I do recommend you grabbing a flyer. You can go on their Facebook page as well. If you go to Facebook and just search Tim's Ford Bass Club, you can find their Facebook page fairly easily. There's no excuse there, and they've got all the information up there as well. But, Jerry, speaking of the information, if somebody wants to get involved in this thing, if somebody wants to fish this thing, outside of going and grabbing a partner to ride on the boat with them if they want to, how would they go about doing that? Who do they need to contact, and what does the process look like as far as getting involved?
Well, we have a meeting every first Thursday of every month if you want to join the Bass Club.
There you go.
7 o'clock. And then if you want to get involved, just give us a ring or call me. My name's on this flyer. And, just how much you want to do is how much we always need help. Now, the Bass Club members, they help quite a bit. And we got the junior high, Franklin County Junior High team is going to come and help. I don't know. I think some of the seniors might in their club, but they're going to help us there. But you're talking about sponsorships and stuff like that. You take Billy Eads, the Performance Propeller over in Saudi Daisy. If you have a prop that's got a ding in it, he can fix it and look like brand new. And he'll fix it the way you want to. And Pioneer Pioneer out here on 127 going towards Hillsborough.
Yeah,
they've been with us for a while. But Building Supply, old Bubba, he even brings down a side-by-side for us.
Yeah. Well, you guys have a bunch that help folks. Again, this is one of the big things that separates you. You guys have these side-by-sides that help guys get from the truck to the boat and back and forth.
There's no walking.
Right.
We'll put you in. We'll tell you where to park. We'll show you how to park. And then we'll pick you up, bring you back to the boat ramp. And then when you weigh your fish, we'll pick you up. We'll take you and get your fish weighed.
That's service right there.
We'll give you a ticket, how much your fish was, what they weighed. And then once you come off the stage and get that ticket, we'll take you to your truck and boat trailer and help you get out. And then once you get out, we will feed you dinner by Bootleg Barbecue.
Right, that comes with the ticket.
That comes with the ticket. You just go up and tell him what boat number you are. He'll look on the list.
They do everything but catch the fish for you, Chewy.
Yeah, basically. You just got to have the fish. But now we pay $1,000 for big fish over morning. You got to wait in between 7 and 11, and
I'm remembering.
And then $1,000. Yeah, y'all lost. Y'all didn't weigh one in last year, and it cost you.
It did.
And then we have a big smallmouth pot. It's $500. That's the whole day. Then we have another $1,000 for the evening big fish. Now, last year, the big smallmouth won the big smallmouth and the $1,000 because it was the biggest fish.
Yeah.
And but we pay out $5,000 first place.
Yeah, that's tremendous. And the entry fee,
guaranteed.
Entry fee is only $100. That's per boat, right?
Yes, per boat.
Okay, so how many guys can be in a boat?
Two.
2 guys in a boat, $100.
Well, I don't want to put 3 in there because somebody's going to hook somebody in the ear.
Yeah, or the head.
The head.
My father will tell you how that worked out for us.
Yeah.
So here's the other thing. They don't have to. Stop me if I'm lying here. They don't have to be a member of the club to fish in this thing. This is open to anybody.
No, anybody can fish it as long as you have a fishing license, boat insurance. That's a big key. Boat insurance, and be safe.
Yeah.
Be safe.
And then, as far as the money for this thing goes, and what you guys do at the Bass Club, talk about what the money, the proceeds from the event, what they go to support, because I think that's a big part of it as well.
Well, I'll tell you, this year is going to cost us anywhere from $26,000 to $27,000 to put this on.
Wow.
That's counting payout, and thank goodness we've got some money from our sponsors, and then we turn around and we give high school, the Franklin County High School fishing team, the Franklin County senior team, we give, for an example, this last Christmas, we bought roughly around 20 bicycles for the Kiwanis Club.
Right.
To give away. No, it's a biking club, local bike motorcycle club.
Okay.
And they didn't have it, and they come to us and asked, could you help us buy 5 or 6 bikes? So we ended up giving them $1,000 to buy what they could.
Wow.
And I think they went to Walmart and bought them on for cost price, I think.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of charity stuff we do.
Yeah. Outside of just what you guys do as far as the Tim's Ford Bass Club is concerned, which, again, if you're not a part of the club, if you're an angler and you're not a part of the club, what's a reason why somebody would want to get involved in the club?
Well, I've been involved with it probably about 20 years or better.
Right.
And if you fish lakes, Normandy, Woods, Thames, Nickajack, Gunnersville, and you don't know a thing about that lake, and you get drawn out with a guy that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And he knows all these lakes. You can go and pick up how he fishes, what he fishes with,
yeah,
and some of his spots that he likes to go to. And you can learn a lot from the person that you're in the boat with. But the main thing, and some of us sometimes forget it, the main object of the Tim's Ford Bass Club is fellowship.
Right.
If you have fellowship, whether you catch a fish or not that day, you have fellowship. You watch that sun come up. For an example, if I can, our club went to Nickajack this last weekend. Mm-hmm. Well, each fisherman gets 5 fish. We turn them loose, and you weigh your 5 fish, and then you put them together for the total weight of that event. Well, me and my partner, we didn't do all that well, but we had a good time, and we ate good.
There you go.
Yeah, we ate good, and just being out there, it was a little bit windy, but we enjoyed it. I think we had about 18, 19 pounds.
Wow. But
30 pounds won it, and congratulations to Jonathan and his partner. And but we have the camaraderie of the members. To me, I have 2 families. My family, my kids, and my grandkids, and then the Bass Club family.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's tremendous. I mean, it is a great community, and it's like you said. I mean, the fellowship and the relationships that you guys have with each other. If you go out there and you catch a great fish, or you go out there alone and nobody's there to see it, did it really happen? Is it if you don't have anybody to share it with, if you don't have anybody who enjoys or knows the struggle and all that type of stuff that goes into it, as opposed to if you've got a whole community that you can share that love of fishing with.
Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
If you go fishing on a rainy day or a windy day or a sunny day, whatever, and if you don't smile and giggle sometimes that day, you're in the wrong place.
Yeah. Yeah. The worst day of fishing is always better than the best day of work, that's for sure.
Ain't that the truth?
All right, let's get a quick break in here. When we come back, we will wrap it up with Jerry Freeman, who is in studio with us. The Tim's Ford Bass Classic coming up this weekend. You're listening to the starting lineup. This is ESPN Radio 1340, 1069, WCDT Winchester.
The Tennessee.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340, 1069, WCDT Winchester. Jerry Freeman in studio with us. We're talking about the Tim's Ford Bass Classic, which is coming up this weekend, and you can get in it for only $100. You do not have to be a member of the Bass Club to get in this thing. It is wide open, $100 entry fee per boat. And here's the thing, is it's not just about first place, which has a payout of $5,000, or second place even, that's $2,000, or third place even, that's $1,000. They're paying all the way down to 20th place. You can make more money than it's going to cost you if you come in the top 20. And, oh, by the way, that doesn't even include the big fish, which you've got the midday big fish, the end of the day, and the big smallmouth. But here's the cool thing about the big fish. Jerry, you were telling me in a break that folks in the morning for that midday big fish, they can actually call and kind of check and see where they're at. If they think they're close, like I did last year, it's probably worth making a trip over to the ramp and getting that thing weighed.
Well, let's say you're down. That's a good point. Let's say you're down from 5 points or past the state park, and you catch a good fish.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have your number. Let's say your number 105 or 61 or 48, whatever. And my name and number will be at the bottom of that card, and all you got to do is call me and say, hey, what's the big fish? And I'll tell you, and you'll say, oh, mine's bigger than that. So you'll come up there and you'll weigh it. Because if it did, and let's say you get a 5-pounder and there's a 6-pounder leading, so you're not going to waste your time coming all the way up there to weigh it.
Right.
And that way it's going to save you time and keep you fishing. But if that's reverse, then you'll come up there and weigh it. We'll give you a ticket on that fish, and then we will put it back in the lake after we weigh it. And then when you come in that afternoon, you can weigh 4 fish, and we'll add that big fish to your total weight.
Yeah. And for those of you wondering, so last year I made the mistake.
Big mistake.
We did not call in, and
big mistake.
I think I had like a 3.5 pound or something like that, and it when we weighed it in at the end of the day, it outweighed the big fish winner, and I caught it right off the bat early in the morning, and I'd have won me $1,000. Didn't make the phone call.
I bet you won't do that no more.
No, that's a mistake I won't make this year. This is a good fish too.
Yeah.
But the other thing we've got coming up on Friday is, and I know that some folks, they'll kind of wait to see how the weather plays out, whatever the case. Me, I told you before I love fishing in the rain. It's probably my favorite time to fish is when it's coming down. I love fishing. Doesn't need to be pouring, but when it's raining. That all being said, you got some guys who will wait, and they'll wait on the weather. They'll wait to see what happens. They'll wait to see how cold it is. They'll wait for whatever reason. But you guys are taking registration Friday, and then you can also actually come and register like the morning of the event as well, even.
Well, on Friday from 4 to 8, you can come and register. You can pick up your bag and your number, and that way you won't have to wait in line the next morning. And then as far as or you can wait till the next morning. A lot of people like to wait and get in that last flight, get an extra time. Usually, I send them out one at a time on safety reasons, and usually it takes me about if I have 175, 200 boats, it's going to take me about 45 minutes, a little longer to let them go. So you might pick up a few minutes, and then you might not.
Right.
So, but it's a challenge, and you can sign up Saturday morning. We also have, we have a place over there where if you're going to wait to sign up, we're going to move you down by the Red Roof building, and then we're going to get you. We got two guys in side-by-sides going to pick you up and take you up and sign up so you won't be in the way. Now, we do have a big pile of rock up there, so we're going to have to go around that to put you in. And I think it's probably safer to put 3 boats in at a time, even though it could take 4. The ramp could take 4. But the question is, do we have enough room in front of that ramp to turn around 4 boats without taking a fender off the boat? And so my suggestion to the people that's running the ramp would be 3, and then that would give the parking, Mr. Drew Rutherford, he's the head of the parking, Randy McCormick's head of the ramp, and then that would give the parking guy, Mr. Drew, a little bit more time to.
That's a good point, yeah.
To get him straight in, whatever, and then we hopefully will have enough side-by-sides and people. The club members they did an excellent job last year, excellent job. So hopefully we'll do that again this year. And we have a polygraph guy coming in from Nashville, and the barbecue guy, he'll be there. And we're gonna have gifts to give away. And if you're fishing and you draw a number, we're gonna put your number in a hat, and it's gonna be live on Facebook. So ain't no buddy system there. So if we draw out your number, we'll have a list at the boat ramp with a circle around your number. And if you win something, you're going to have a circle around it, and they're going to tell you at the ramp, you won a prize, don't leave.
Very cool.
So it's a lot of stuff going on at one time, let me tell you.
Well, we would like to spend the last couple of seconds here thanking your presenting sponsors. I know that you've got a lot of sponsors involved, and we might not be able to get all of them mentioned, but you've mentioned a few of them, like Phoenix and Turfgrass of Tennessee, Gillum's Marine, CFC Recycling, Capital Waste Services, all of those that are on that front cover that have been with you guys year after year. But mention some of the other ones as well that you got on that
you got Pick and Pull. They're affiliated with CFC.
Right.
And then you have Al White Motors out of Manchester. Then you've got the rental company, the tent down there, Reliable Rental.
Reliable Rental, yeah.
And Icon Baits, they're new this year. I think they're going to be for a while. He's coming down tomorrow and bringing some. He's bringing over 400-something jigs to put in the bag.
I'm excited about that one.
Yeah,
I'm excited to check them out.
That best jig they made, I'm telling you. And of course, Billy E's out of Soddy Daisy, he's going to be there. So if you got any props problems, he can fix them. And Whiskey Radio, they're going to be there in the afternoon from like 3 to 6, I think. And I'll thank them for that. Pioneer Motorcycles, they're going to be, hopefully I'm going to go see them after a while. And then Bubba Building, and then you've got Backyard Baits, Dunlap Insurance out of Tullahoma, Matt Thurman, dentist out of Fayetteville, and then you got Hall's Furniture, which is real nice people. If you need a bed or whatever, a couch to lay on, watch football games or old movie, John Wayne movies, or maybe even Gunsmoke. You can watch Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke's good. Yeah. So then we've got, and I want to thank, special thanks to the TWRA that made that possible for us to put this on and to get that ramp fixed. And special thanks to Mr. Tyler for bringing down that boat dock for us. Because if not, and Mohawk Baits, Custom Mohawk Baits, Citizens Bank, City of Winchester letting us have the opportunity to put this on, and I just can't thank all the. I just can't thank all of them, and I thank the Bass Club for letting me do this. It's a challenge, but also it's an adventure. So that is the main thing. But the main thing is one of the other big points is it's for the fishermen to come and enjoy your time with your buddy or your wife or your son or your daughter, and have a good time on the water, and not worry about anything. And when you get off, you'll have bootleg barbecue there to eat, and you can sit and watch the weigh-in. We're gonna have the tent down there from Reliable Rental. It's gonna be a big tent. We're gonna have chairs there. You can sit. If anybody wants to come down and have some barbecue with us, even though you're not fishing, or watch the weigh-in. So, and I want to thank L&H Distributing out of Tullahoma, Steve Wiggs, for all his help he's done. I just want to thank all of them, especially Phoenix, Tough Grass, Gillum, CFC, CWS, Capital Waste Management, for their great support. I want to thank everybody that's on this, like the people with the plaques. Everybody gets the plaque.
Right.
For participating and donating their time and money for this. So I can't thank everybody enough. Black Rifle Coffee, RBM Steel, Randy McCormick, Marine Master out of Tullahoma, Stick Jackets. That's one where we got the White Sox from. I think they're from Illinois. Like I say, we have people come. They look forward to this coming every year, just like you was talking about. But we look forward to it because we know if we can, we will take care of some of the community problems that we have, with people in bad health or high school kids. We donate to the high school kids in Coffee County, and Franklin County, and there's about 3 or 4 other high schools that we try to help throughout, not counting special needed situations.
Right. Well, that's tremendous. And what about Al White? And you've got Bluegill and Ferris Lawn and Lawn Care and Tree Works as well there.
Yes.
Under the Big Fish Pots as well.
Yes.
So thank you to all of those sponsors, and thank you to you, Jerry, and your whole crew, all the volunteers as well that get involved in making sure that this thing goes off without a hitch each and every year.
Well,
I've fished in a lot of tournaments with the big dog, and I tell you what, it's as good as any of them out there. It runs as smoothly as any of them out there. Even the high end ones that we fish in, and this one will only cost you $100 a boat to get into. It's great value.
I want to thank the Bass Club members. They're the ones that the main. I'm just what they always say. I'm just the guy that's driving the tractor. Y'all
right.
loading the wagon. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a blessing that we have enough time and to put this on. And hopefully we'll do well. And as far as the weather goes, I checked it this morning. It's supposed to probably rain in the afternoon. It's 50% chance it is, but I look at it the other way. It's 50% chance it ain't. So if it's cloudy and overcast, you might get a little rain. You may not. I don't think it's going to be all that much. But come and enjoy.
Yeah,
that's the main thing.
You'll enjoy it either way, that's for sure.
And we're going to have, I believe we're going to have a coffee guy with a coffee truck there.
Oh, that's what I'll need.
That'll be nice, yeah.
All right, brother. Well, I appreciate you coming in this morning, and if anybody wants to get involved, again, I encourage you to go on Facebook and just search the Tim's Ford Bass Club, and you'll find more details there.
Well, you can sign up at Gillum's, or you can sign up at
That's true.
Sign up at Gillum's, because I'm going to buy that today, and you can also sign up at the Sportsman's Corner in Tullahoma.
Heck, you can come by here and grab a flyer as well.
Just call me. I'll bring one to you.
All right, Jerry. I appreciate you, brother.
Well, thank y'all.
Thank you. We will be back with hour number 2 on the other side. It is the starting lineup. This is ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.